When is a band no longer a band? It's a nice day. It's sunny out. It's a high of 1 Celsius in the city that I'm in. So here's my question. When is a band no longer considered the same band? All right, hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I've been thinking about this idea for a little while, like 5 minutes. No, but seriously, it's something I've thought about over the years, a number of times. And then recently with U2 announcing they were doing shows in Vegas without their original drummer, I started thinking about it again. I thought the topic was more relevant and interesting for stuff today. So here's my question. When is a band no longer considered the same band, right? Does that make sense? Is that question clear? That might not be super clear in what I'm asking, so I'll try to explain it. Here's what I'm talking about exactly. From what I can see, and this is just my opinion, you have basically 3 types of bands, maybe 4, but let's focus on 3. And there could be more examples, but this is what I came up with. So for my examples, we're talking about famous original bands, names that people will know, right? Right, like really, really famous, well-known. What was that? Okay, you got your first type, all original lineup, original members, core group. Second type, some original lineup. And then third type, no original members, it's just the band name only. So let's go through some examples of each type. So all original lineup, you have an original band with all original lineup of members that managed to stay with the band for years, or maybe for the entire existence of the band. And 2 examples I can think of right now, because it's stuff I listen to. The Beatles, they never changed. You got Paul McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison, Ringo Starr. Pretty, easy example, right? Original lineup until they parted ways. Another more recent example, although they've been around for decades, is Radiohead. You got Tom York, Johnny Greenwood, Ed O'Brien, Colin Greenwood, and Phil Selway. And that's my favorite band, so that's why I'm talking about them. Original lineup spanning decades. Core group hasn't changed. So the second type, you got some original lineup, okay? So bands that exist and keep some of the original members, and a couple examples that come to mind right away. You got Van Halen, right? Lead singer and bassist changed. Some other examples, Stone Temple Pilots, you got the lead singer that's changed a few times. Weezer, Our Lady Peace, a Canadian band, Smashing Pumpkins, etc. There's so many. This is just stuff that comes off the top of my head because I like alternative rock stuff. Okay, and then you got the third type, no original members. It's just a band name, right? They've kept the same band name. Nobody's left. Everybody's moved on or died or whatever, So no original members are left in this band, but they still exist as that band name, and maybe they tour or still release new music, but in name only. One recent example I can think of, and this is a Canadian example, you might have heard of them, Trooper. If you don't know the name, just go look up a song called Raise a Little Hell. I'm sure you've heard it. It's one of those songs, like an anthem rock song. And I'm just sure you've heard it. Over the years, the 2 founding members continued to perform as Trooper. I saw them in 2003, and they're really good live. That's Ray McGuire, the lead singer, and Brian Smith, the lead guitarist. And then recently, in 2021, Ray and Brian decided to transfer the name over and retire. And so they've given the name and their blessing to a new group of members. So essentially, they are still Trooper, but by name only. All right, what's vibrating in here? It's me. So that's the 3 types of bands I came up with. Maybe you could say there's a 4th, like when a band has an original lineup, but they add new members for their live shows. I can think of, like Green Day added another guitarist. The Beatles had different people come in. Just a thought, but this all leads back to my original question. When is a band no longer considered the same band, right? I want this to be a good open discussion. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. And what do I think? So my initial thoughts is that once you change the original lead singer, it's not really the same band anymore. That's just what I think. But there are some great examples where that might not hold up, like AC/DC, right? Van Halen. Those are probably the 2 best examples where the lead singer was changed, but the core group of the band and the sound remained the same. I think my example with Trooper, right, where they've passed on the name to a different group, isn't that essentially now a tribute band or a cover band? I think more a tribute band, right? I think so, but they don't have to go as a tribute band. They're the official band still. So let me know what you think. Before we go, I will mention my Patreon page. It's new, cool stuff, and a cool way to support the channel, and my stuff. If you go look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say stuff. Okay, this was fun. As always, play guitar and have fun. and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. What's going on back there, guys? What's going on?